Ugh. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Crystal. Today I want to talk about how I keep my blackheads in check. Bye-bye. And my experience using Dermapore from DERMAFLASH. I've shared this tool so many times on my Instagram, but I wanted to do like a full review here on my YouTube channel and also share my favorite combo that I use to clear blackheads and whiteheads. So before we get started, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Dermapore is a pore extractor and also a serum infuser. So think of it as like a 2-in-1 device. And visually, it kind of reminds me of a remote control. Like you literally, there's a power button right here. So it really does remind me of remote control. But all the work is done right here in this spatula area, right here. If you look really closely, you'll see that there are 3 wavelines, and you'll see the text extract, infuse, and the tip of the spatula is slightly bent. You can see it like pretty well from the side, but it's very thin. So let's talk about the extract mode. I've mentioned that there are 2 modes, right? And extract mode is what I use the most personally, and this is what really demolishes those blackheads and whiteheads. So listen up. So when you press the button once, you will hear this vibration using ultrasonic waves. At first, it did feel a little funny to use like on my face as it's vibrating, but now it's like completely fine. And even when it was a little funny, it wasn't to the point where it was disturbing or uncomfortable. Like it's literally not a big deal at all. So when you're using the extract mode, you really want to make sure that your face is wet, so it provides like minimal to no irritation on your skin. And you want to gently glide the tool across the areas where you do have blackheads. I was thinking about like how I can demonstrate this or share what it feels like to you guys, and I could think of this option, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this. If it doesn't help, I'm sorry, but I really try to think of like a good way to somewhat describe it as most accurately as I can. And as I mentioned earlier, the spatula is so thin, so this is good because it allows you to go into areas where you typically won't be able to reach. Like for me, it's different for everybody, but for me, I get the most congestion around my nose area, like on the sides right here. This is where I tend to get the most oily throughout the day, and also when I wear makeup, I feel like a lot of it just gets stuck right here, and sometimes even if I like double cleanse and everything, it doesn't completely remove all the buildup. So this is when Dermapore comes in, and it can really help remove all those blackheads and whiteheads that are hidden between certain areas. Really helps. I see a lot of people using it like for under their chin area and above their forehead too. For me, I don't get as much congestion here, but it's just really all concentrated around my nose area. So this is where I focus on the most. And this is also where I see the biggest difference, like before and after. It's a little embarrassing, but I will obviously like share everything raw, unfiltered, and honestly. So here's a picture of a before and after what my nose looks like. I try to gather all my buildup and just share, but it really helps clarify and purify my pores at the end, and there really is a big difference before and after. Even if you don't have blackheads or you have areas where you don't think you have a lot of blackheads and whiteheads, you might be surprised. Like when you actually try it and see all the buildup come out, you might actually be surprised. But after I use everything, all I do is just wash the spatula with a cleanser and water, like warm water, and just towel dry it and put it on my stand and leave it in my sink. So I use Dermapore about 2 to 3 times a week on days I do take showers, and it really helps unclog my pores. You know, I am a beauty enthusiast and I consider myself pretty good at taking care of my skin, and I am surprised every time I use Dermapore. Like, it's such a game changer. If you haven't tried it yet and you're struggling with blackheads and you're watching this video, just try it and buy it. Just try it. Like, it's such a game changer. It's also kind of like weird, but it's very satisfying to see all the buildup come out, and when you see the after, it's just like, wow. So after the extract mode, you also have the infuse mode, one of the two options that I brought up earlier in this video, and all you have to do to activate the infuse mode is to press the button twice. Do you hear the difference between the first vibration? The second one is more of a tapping vibration, also using ultrasonic waves. And the infuse mode is slightly different. I don't use it as much as the extract mode, but all you have to do is apply a serum and really just flip over the spatula. Oh, the other way. Flip over the spatula and just glide the serum across your face. And what it does is it helps the serum absorb into your skin and penetrate into your skin better. I do like to use it after my skin's like really irritated. If I still have to use it and my skin's a little red or irritated, I use like a calming serum with, you know, like tea tree oil or any calming, soothing ingredients and gently glide across my face with this using the infuse mode so I can have everything just settle down. So Dermapore is definitely effective at removing blackheads and whiteheads, but here's my tip to really demolish those blackheads, even the most stubborn blackheads that sometimes may not even work with just a Dermapore. I like to use a clay mask. The combo of using Dermapore and clay masks is so good. You will definitely see results from using both together. My favorite clay mask to use right now is Youth to the People's clay mask. It's one of their like newer launch products. It's one of the most non-drying clay masks, and it also does an effective job at sucking up everything, like removing all the gunk. And if it's super, super, super stubborn, it at least helps kind of like bring it up to the surface. So by the time it comes up, and I go over it with the Dermapore, it just comes out. It's great. So I would definitely recommend using the two together. The order would be a clay mask right after a hot shower, and then you go in with the Dermapore and just clear everything up. Dealing with congested pores and clogged pores is a battlefield, especially during the summertime. If you haven't tried Dermapore, I strongly recommend it, but if you are not willing to invest in one yet, I would definitely recommend incorporating a clay mask into your skincare routine. And I will link the Dermapore as well as my favorite clay masks that I recommend down in the description box. So please check them out. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Till the day you and I have clear pores. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!